Singapore has unveiled a highly anticipated midpoint update on a refresh of its economy. Behind the plan is the aim of creating good jobs and achieving average GDP growth of 2 to 3% over the next decade. The country's Economic Strategy Review Committee says Singapore will have to work harder, take risks, and be more intentional in its growth strategy. Now, the committee, which is led by Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim Yong, as well as two acting ministers, Jeffrey Siow and David Neo, engaged more than 1,800 stakeholders. It then came up with 7 recommendations that cover growth and labour policies. Speaking to the media on the plan, DPM Gan says it's an uphill climb.
When Singapore started our economic journey, we are starting from a lower base. Growth is easier to achieve. Now that we are relatively mature, growth is already hard to achieve. The second issue is that we can no longer assume that growth will automatically generate jobs. With higher value add per worker, you may not need as many workers. So I think job creation will be another challenge.
Add to that the rise of protectionism and great power competition, disruptions from artificial intelligence, and the transition to a low-carbon future, as well as an aging population, culminating in what Mr. Gan calls a unique crisis.
Today's crisis that we are facing is very different. It is going to be a different world that we are going to emerge from. We are never going to go back to where we were. Global competition, great power contestation, and might is right. That kind of approach is very different from where we were before. Rules-based system is now under threat. So these are new territory that we are entering into.
The government is expected to respond to these recommendations during the budget and subsequent debates. The 5 ESR committees will continue their engagements, with the final report to be expected in the middle of this year. Now, among the recommendations is a proposal to shift towards what the committee calls an AI-empowered economy. It aims to position Singapore as a global leader in the space. It also covers a national AI workforce strategy to ensure growth remains inclusive and opportunities are widely shared. Sherlyn Seah reports.
AI is set to revolutionize economies and industries, and Singapore wants to stay ahead of the curve.
The advances in technologies like AI has also created challenges for companies to have to adapt to the new technology, to learn how to make use of this technology, but at the same time, there are also opportunities that are being created. So businesses will be done differently, even work. The nature of work may change over time because of AI and productivity and innovation.
To help Singaporeans use the tech confidently and productively, the ESR calls for a national AI workforce strategy. It starts from schools, refreshing curricula so students can learn about AI with AI and go beyond it. In workplaces, supporting workers to experiment with AI in meaningful ways and become more productive. For businesses, helping firms transform their processes and achieve better outcomes.
We need to support our people and our businesses in all sectors to help them navigate these changes. And we need to do this so that our growth is inclusive and then progress is shared by all. So ESR committees, they are working very closely with the business leaders, unions, as well as our people to find out how can we do this better and then how can we work together to help everybody move in one step towards the new economy that we will have.
Singapore has already been building its foundation in AI with national strategies and growing innovation capabilities. And as emerging technologies introduce new risks, one recommendation is to leverage Singapore's trusted reputation to offer new trust technologies and services. That includes cybersecurity and AI assurance to extend the lead in modern services.
Our ambition is when someone thinks about AI leadership in the world, they think about Singapore. We can do more, end-to-end, investing in research in AI, building up industry applications, a portfolio of problem statements, interesting things for people to do, strengthening our talent pipeline and bench, and also uplifting our broad base of SMEs to encourage them to adopt and benefit from AI.
To differentiate Singapore from other AI talent centres, the committee says stronger collaboration is needed within government and with industry. That includes pooling together resources such as data sets and regulatory sandboxes to streamline AI development and testing.